It's been almost 2 weeks since I put on the front fenders and hood and the bumper. But today I'm going to be working on removing the rear bumper and putting the side skirts on, because I really want to get this thing painted already, and I want to order wheels and the suspension for it, but I can't order the wheels because I have no idea how much of an offset I need. Right now they're like sunken in, so I need more than whatever I have now, obviously, but with the kit it's 3 inches out in the front and I think like 2.5 in the rear, so I need to basically measure what kind of offset I need. If I could even get that type of offset, which I know I can, but it's just going to be very expensive, so I might just have to get like a close as possible to 0, and then like a small 5 or 10 millimeter spacer, nothing crazy like the FRS head. But yeah, that's the goal for today, is bumper and sides, and hopefully cut that. We'll see if I have enough time. It's 11 a.m. The front took me like 11 hours to do because I was trying to get a fitment like on point. So this might take the same, hopefully not, because it's just the rear bumper. There's not really that much fitment you can do. You just basically slap it on. The front is just the fenders were the biggest issue to get the fitment on. The bumper just like went on easy, so I hope the same thing is with the rear. So to take off the rear bumper, it's a little bit weird because you have to take it off with the crash bar at the same time. So what you got to do is you could either remove this plastic, which I think I might, because we have to get to, well, if you remove this clip as well, there's one nut here, one on each side, so 3 here and 3 over there. When you remove those, then you have one nut basically holding the bumper here and one on the other side. But you do need like an 8mm to take off the water shield, and then the bumper comes off. But yeah, it's kind of weird that you take it off with the actual like crash beam, because it has clips right here all inside the bumper that you're gonna have to remove later to take the crash beam out and put it back on. Very weird. I thought it's just going to be like the bumper off and then the new one I can throw on, but I have to take this one off. Probably make custom brackets for the new one to sit very flush and clean, and then go from there. But I'm basically going to see now that there's a little gap here, so it's going to be normal if I have a gap. This is factory. The bumper has never been taken off before, so this gap is basically okay. If there's a bigger gap, like almost like a wave, then that's not okay. I'm going to have to put some kind of padding underneath and make it like more flush. But right now I'm thinking how I'm going to mount it. I saw one guy basically put screws, one on here and one on there, and basically just like mounting the bumper here and on the sides. I might do that as well, but I don't know, it's kind of going to be looking kind of stupid. So we'll see what I come up with. I might even create a custom bracket that goes like underneath here, so the bumper can like latch on. But we'll see for now. For now we're going to take it off. Okay, I actually forgot to mention there's actually 4 more screws on top right here. And then there are the bolts that you're going to be removing. Once you remove those 2 or 3, and then these 3, and like I said, 1 on each side, and the bumper should just slide right out. It should be very simple, very easy. And there you have it, just like that. You have to remove those 3 bolts. This whole thing comes out. As you can see, it has all these clips holding the actual crash beam. So I'm going to take that off and put it back on there. I need to know what that thing is. I think it's the evap system, because I want to cut that off and have like a dual exhaust in the middle, but I'm thinking I can bypass it as long as I can remove that, or maybe even locate it somewhere else. But for now I can't really do anything with that thing, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, we're gonna take this off, put it back on. That's fit the new bumper. The crash beam is back on, and I actually took off this plastic piece from the bumper and put it on there because I make the top of the bumper so very flush. I already kind of test fitted it. I just have to remove more things so I can actually test fit it properly. But I put it on there and it was nice and flush. And when I've seen a few people do this kit, well, one person, I think he only used the crash beam on the bottom. He didn't have the top put in, and it kind of like was sagging. So what he did was he put like screws here to make it sit up straighter. With my situation, it sits really nice. So I recommend you leave that white plastic piece. It's actually stuck to the bumper. Right there, it's destroyed. It was actually a decent bumper, but I scratched the hell out of it on here. Don't really care for it, so I can take it for like a drift bumper. But yeah, I ripped it off and I left it on there. It's still clipped on. I'm probably going to put a few screws on it so it's even more secure. But when it's on, it's actually like nice and flush and it's very even. All I have to do is remove the little brackets on the side right there so the vents can clear, because that's kind of hitting it. That side's not on. Still have to mess around with that, because when I try to put it like even on both sides, the fenders seem to stick out more, like the bumper, and these aren't that wide. So I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I gotta mess around with it. Doing it by myself is extremely hard. I need another set of hands. It looks super good. It's extremely wide. I freaking love it. My God. Yeah, doing that for the rain at the moment. Gotta think of something underneath for when the car is parked, and then removing it when I go for drives. But yeah, this is basically the kit. Damn. Finally seeing it on, it looks so damn good. But if you look here, I gotta cut a lot. Like, Jesus. All this has to be cut out. That's a lot to cut out. I don't know. That's crazy. Actually got it to fit really nice on this side. Nice on that side. Once I put the flare on, everything's gonna look good. The only flaw so far is just this like wave, but that can be fixed. Like I mentioned, just put something underneath or put a screw in the end and it's just gonna bring it back up. But the bumper's on, the fender is on. It's held up by 3 screws so far. Well, technically 2, and then the one over there. Side skirt's on with 2 screws, gonna get more. And that one I'm gonna do last, but that's what we got. Bro, it's coming out so good. I'm super stoked. I really want to like take this car for a drive once I put everything on today, just to take like a good walk around and some pics, but it's not really on that well, so I can't really drive it. I might just like park it on the side over there, or like just angle it to get a nice pic, but I think I should get 20-inch wheels. I was set on 19s, but I think 20s now. I know with 20s I won't be able to turn in the front. Rears are going to be good, but I might do 19s in the front, 20 in the rears. Yeah, I could do that. I'll see. But yeah, this is what I got done. I'm going to do the other side right now, and then hopefully do a little walk around if it doesn't get too dark, because I think it's 5 o'clock right now. Wow, 4:16. So yeah, I've been doing this since 9 a.m. again. With fiberglass, fitment is never perfect unless you make it perfect, and I'm really proud of this fitment right here because it was off, like completely. This thing was off, but like this line doesn't even matter because I was gonna Bondo everything. I took that out. I was gonna Bondo everything to it, so it doesn't really matter. But the fact that I got it like that without Bondoing yet, which is really awesome, I'm super happy about that. But yeah, it's coming out so good. I gotta cut that exhaust off right now because we're gonna be doing the middle. I gotta cut the spare tire tray thingy and probably relocate the evap system, and then I can actually put the new tips on, which I'm super hyped for. But let's see, I'm gonna try to test fit them right now. That's what it's gonna look like. Well, it's gonna be more in, but damn, that looks super sick already. It's definitely gonna be a little bit more in. God damn. So here we go. The kit is on. It looks so damn good. Damn, but I still haven't beat on it because it's not fully on. I just like basically mocked it up and bolted it on, but there's still some things I need to like reinforce before I actually like floor it. But good God, this thing looks so badass. I'm extremely hyped. Oh, nice glass. This fitment is like outstanding. It's awesome. That trim I have to still put on because I have to trim it and then it's gonna go on. Gas cap I have to cut so I can still open it. Fitment's really good. Even here, like extremely good. Very happy with the fitment. Just the side skirts right now look like they're coming out because there's a few more screws I have to put in there to push it in more. But everything is solid. Everything's on like very well. I'm really happy with it. Like, you have no idea how happy I am with this thing. Now that everything's on, I can finally measure and see what offset wheels I need. I think I'm gonna try to get the lowest offset possible, closer to 0 if I can, because I don't really want to spend too much money on wheels. Like 3-piece, $4 grand is really not where I want to spend my money for wheels. So I'll probably get like almost close to 0 with a monoblock, and hopefully I'll need like at least 5 or 10 millimeter spacer. But yeah, like right now it's ridiculous. Like right here is like 3 inches, right here is even more. Good God. But overall this thing looks so mean. I'm so happy with it. But yeah, I didn't really record much of me installing it because it was a pain in the ass again. I'll probably record a little bit later today showing everywhere I bolted on so it fits nice and snug. The rear bumper was the worst because it started like flexing more and it's actually got a wave like I mentioned. But that will be fixed, not to worry about, but just super happy with how the car is.